Welcome to the Sage 50 US Edition Anytime Learning topic. In this topic, you will learn about the new features available in Sage 50 and Sage 50C Accounting Release 2018.0. After participating in this lesson, you will know more about the modernized user interface improvements found in the home area and navigation centers, the new and improved Microsoft Office 365 and Sage 50C integration features, including Sage Capture, new reporting capabilities with Sage Intelligence Reporting, and new user access control functionality. You'll also learn about new inventory item inactivation features and other new features and enhancements. Sage 50 Release 2018.0 offers many new and improved features that expand upon Sage 50C's integration with Microsoft Office 365 to give you more freedom and flexibility in how you work. Other 2018 enhancements provide a more enjoyable user experience, including a major interface overhaul and extra features that help you save time and offer better control over the way you bill your customers. Let's take a look. Sage 50 2018 introduces a major user interface update that has completely refreshed and modernized the home area and navigation centers. The new clean design provides a bright new look with new task flow icons to better guide you as you work. Each area is efficiently laid out, with new section styles and icon graphics. Although everything may look brand new, existing Sage 50 users will find that the functionality of the updated Business Center, My Dashboard, and the navigation centers have not changed. Only the appearance of each area has been modernized. The Business Center still provides quick at-a-glance details about account balances, year-to-date revenue information, open vendor and customer balances, and aging information. Quantum's My Dashboard area still retains all of its customizable sections. And the navigation and management centers provide the same task workflow layout you're used to. The new navigation center task icons are clear and easily identifiable. Click on an icon to display the familiar drop-down menu options. The toolbar available in all navigation centers has been repositioned for easier access, with all of the familiar options still there. Finally, the improvements to the user interface don't stop with what you can see. Under the hood, the technology used to modernize the Sage 50 user interface allows for better performance and is designed to scale better on today's larger monitors. Now let's take a look at Sage Capture, a new expense recording feature integrated with Microsoft Office 365 and Sage 50C Accounting Release 2018. This new smartphone app lets you easily record expense bills and receipts while you or a colleague is away from the office on business. This helps ensure that all expenses incurred are documented and not overlooked. Using the camera on your Apple iPhone or iPad, you can take a snapshot of a bill or receipt you receive as you travel and then store it in the cloud with Microsoft Office 365. Along with the image, you can enter details about each expense you capture, including the date the expense was incurred, the payee, the payment and expense accounts it affects, and a description and reference number for the expense. Your Sage 50C general ledger and vendor account records are synchronized with the Capture app so that information does not have to be entered twice. You can also record expenses not associated with the businesses in your vendor list by posting them to the special miscellaneous expense vendor included in the Capture app. Best of all, the expense information entered into the app is synchronized with your Sage 50C accounting data, and a captured expense will post to your cash disbursements journal as a payment with the digital image of the expense attached to it. Sage 50C, Sage Intelligence, and Microsoft Office 365 now work together to help you get valuable insight into your business. This collaboration offers you the Sage Intelligence Reporting Cloud, a new suite of built-in online and Excel reports linked to your Sage 50C data that you can run from anywhere. The Sage Intelligence Reporting Cloud is seamlessly integrated with Microsoft Office 365. You don't have to have access to Sage 50C Accounting or Sage Intelligence installed on your computer or device to access the Sage Intelligence Reporting Cloud. Simply sign in to Office 365, click on the Apps icon at the top left of your home page, and select Sage Intelligence. Your Sage Intelligence homepage will display. From this page, you can access your reports, a powerful online report designer, and learning tools that will help you get the most out of intelligence reporting. Select My Reports to access the standard financial reports that are included with Sage Intelligence. Different varieties of balance sheet reports and income statements come standard with intelligence reporting. The custom reports you create with Sage Intelligence will also be accessible here. Simply click Run on a report to view it directly within your web browser. With a report displayed, you can drill down to view more details, and you can send it to Excel Online or your desktop version of Excel for deeper analysis and customization. You can also generate financial management packs. This option is useful if you have multiple reports you want to quickly share with your boss or a colleague. In addition to customizing existing reports on the fly, there are many options available for you to create your own reports from scratch, including quickly creating a report based on standard and custom sets of predefined report rows and columns. However, for full control over the design and creation of your report, select Create Report, which will load the online report designer. Here, you can create more complex reports by specifying the rows and columns and calculations you'd like to include on your report. Simply click the Edit icons to open an Options pane and add the report components that you would like to see. You can even add a company logo to your reports. You can generate the report right from the online report designer window, or after you save it, you can go back to My Reports and run it from there. Sage 50C Accounting and Microsoft Office 365 now make it easier for you to manage your Office 365 users and control their access to Sage 50C apps and add-ins. You no longer have to manually add users to the Sage group created by the Office 365 integration synchronization process. After initially synchronizing your Sage 50C data with Office 365, now all you have to do is access the Sage Business Center from within Office 365, add Office 365 users using the Admin Center if you have not yet done so, and then either click on the Manage Users link in Step 2 or click Manage Users at the top of the page. This will open the new Manage Users Data Access page. Here you can click the Edit icon next to a user in the list and then select the apps or add-ins that you want the user to have access to, including Sage Capture, Sage Contact, and Sage Intelligence. When finished, click Save, and that's it. The user will now be able to use the selected integrated Sage add-ins in Microsoft Office 365. In previous versions of Sage 50, you must open inventory item records one at a time to manually mark them as inactive. When multiple inventory items need to be inactivated in one sitting, this process can be time-consuming. With Sage 50 Accounting 2018, you can now quickly identify multiple inventory item records with no activity since a specific date and then easily mark them as inactive in one convenient window. Let's take a look. To access the Set Multiple Records as Inactive window, select the System Navigation Center, and then click the Make Records Inactive button located in the Data Maintenance section. In addition to inventory items, you can inactivate customer and vendor records here as well. To make multiple inventory records inactive, simply select Inventory Items from the Types of Records drop-down list, enter a date in the Last Activity Dated Before field, and then click Find Records. Sage 50 Accounting will list all active inventory records matching the criteria entered. You can then sort the list as needed by clicking on a column header, and then either select each inventory item that you want to inactivate, or select the All option to select all of the items in the list. Once you have selected the items you want to inactivate, simply click the Make Inactive button. Click Yes to the confirmation prompt, and Sage 50 Accounting will inactivate all of the selected inventory records. As a final note, by default, inactivated records will still be available in lookup lists and can still be used in transactions. If you would like to remove inactivated inventory items from lookup lists, select Options at the top of the program and then Global. At the bottom of the Maintain Global Options window, check Hide Inactive Records. This only removes inactive records from your lookup lists. It does not delete the records or remove them from default reports. If you want to delete the inactive records, at the end of the year, access the System Navigation Center and run the Purge Wizard. Marking inventory items as inactive makes them eligible for purging. The Purge Wizard will delete an inactive item if it finds that it is no longer needed in your company data. Beginning with Release 2018, you can now include the date a check was cleared through account reconciliation on the check register and cash disbursements journal reports. To add this column to your report, open the report, and then click the Columns Toolbar button. The Columns option window will open, displaying all of the columns that you can add to the report. Scroll to the bottom of the report and check the Show box for the new Cleared Date column. Now click OK, and the report will display with the new column showing the date a check was cleared through the account reconciliation window. Be aware that voided checks are automatically cleared by the system. This will cause a clear date to appear next to voided checks dated in periods that may have not yet been reconciled. In this case, the clear date will be the date the check was voided, and will appear next to the original check and the system-generated void check. After adding the cleared date column, you can save your changes by saving the report as a customized report. Also be aware that for the cash disbursements journal, the cleared date column will not be available when the report is summarized by general ledger account, vendor ID, and other summarization options where individual transactions are not listed. In Release 2017.2, Sage 50 introduced a new feature that lets Sage Payment Solutions subscribers include a Pay Now option with invoices that are emailed to customers. When the customer receives the email, it will include a Pay Now button or link that they can click to immediately pay for the invoice. Once paid, a payment transaction will download into Sage 50 automatically. In Sage 50 Accounting, you can set up a customer record so that by default, they are provided with a Pay Now option when an invoice is emailed to them using the Preview and Print Invoices and Packing Slips window. Beginning with Release 2018, a new option has been added that lets you disable the Pay Now option for all customers that are emailed invoices in a batch. To inactivate the Pay Now option during batch delivery, simply open the record of a customer who usually has their invoices emailed during batch delivery and select the Sales Info tab. In the Form Options section, click the Disable Pay Now option link to disable it for all customers. Doing so will tell Sage 50 to omit the Pay Now button on all invoices emailed through the Preview and Print Invoices and Packing Slips window. You will still be able to include a Pay Now option when emailing an invoice directly from the Sales Invoicing task window. Sage AP Automation, delivered by Beanworks, is an upcoming cloud-based accounts payable solution that delivers enhanced services that automate the processing, management, and approval of AP invoices. From invoice to payment, AP Automation seamlessly integrates with Sage 50C to reduce accounts payable processing costs. Approve invoices from anywhere. Beanworks automatically routes and notifies the correct approvers once an invoice has been coded. Invoices are centralized and always accessible using customized credentials so that the right people have the right access. You can pay your suppliers by virtual credit card, ACH, or EFT directly from AP Automation with the click of a button. Sage AP Automation is scheduled to be released shortly after Sage 50 Accounting Release 2018.0. Now that you have completed this lesson, you should know more about the modernized user interface improvements, the new and improved Microsoft Office 365 and Sage 50C integration features, new inventory item and activation features, and other new features and enhancements.